Welcome to Night Shadows. I'm Stuart Best, where the paranormal is normal, where that which you thought you knew, you didn't, and where the future can be known if you know exactly where to look. Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Doing a special update. Things are going on, not just at La Palma, but elsewhere. I want to give you a little list. And Larry, we got Larry on the phone down there in the Southland. Hi, Larry.
Hey, Stuart.
So here we go. Mount Etna just exploded again. And if you want to follow Edgar Casey, he said that when you saw Etna and Mount Pelee go, the pole shift was right behind it. Here's another one. 7 Icelandic volcanoes getting ready to erupt. Alaskan volcano erupts. I'll get into that one a little bit. The update from Hal Turner, getting worse. La Palma volcano update. Major eruption of the Alaskan whatever. I can't even pronounce it. Not going to try. Volcano imminent. It's on red alert. Larry, what's going on?
Well, it seems, and matter of fact, they just had another eruption, I believe, down around Chile or Brazil, another earthquake. I get a lot of data, and let me read you real quick a couple that I got today. This came in probably less than 30 minutes ago, which was why I originally called you. Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma, larger eruption, says increasing tremors. Lava flows destroy town of Tortuque. And then just a few minutes ago, I got one in that's really kind of telling. It says La Palma volcano alert, volcanic ash advisory, eruption, ongoing intense lava fountains to 10,000 feet. So something is going on that is not good. I do know that the Watchman, he put a post out today and said that he thought maybe the lava was slowing down a little bit and that it could possibly settle down some, but apparently that's not true. And the latest I'm getting, and I just read it to you from Volcano Discovery, is this thing is becoming more excited.
Yeah, the Watchman guy, he's been kind of playing this whole thing kind of down. Like, really, it's nothing. Don't, maybe give it a little concern, but don't really worry about it. I'm taking the opposite approach because of the starting point of this is to clue. 9/11. That was not accidental. The Lord speaks through numbers. And anyway, Hal Turner's latest, he says at 4 a.m. this morning, satellite images have shown that the main tongue of lava has destroyed 166 homes, over 300 pieces of agricultural land, but officials fear that up to 1,000 homes are going to be lost by the time this is over. Well, they are also sort of censoring all of this. There's a fellow that's putting up live updates, and they're wandering around like, oh, this is something we really need to see. Here's the problem with this. You've got 9 fissures that have opened and are spewing forth lava. Now, if this is relieving the pressure, then you would have land sinkings along that ridge, but instead we have major upheaval starting. The ridge is starting to rise up, and this is not at all good, and the rifts are developing deeper and deeper, and they're going in places nobody expected. Then what they're talking about here, the lava has slowed down. Evidently, it's very, very thick lava, and so they've got lava flows that are, like 20, 25 feet high. Usually you don't have that. It's not like the Hawaiian volcano where it's very loose and it just flows very rapidly. This is totally the opposite. But the problem is that this is going to hit the ocean very soon, the Atlantic. And anyway, he says the good news from yesterday was that the speed of the descent of lava flows dropped to 300 meters per hour, less than half of what it was. But that is because the lava is incredibly thick, and not all of the images seem from other eruptions in places like Hawaii, which is, very runny, really, I guess one could say. Anyway, lava haze, dense clouds of glass shards, and hydrochloric acid created when basaltic lava enters into the ocean. And that can damage your lungs severely. And, of course, being an aviator, we were always warned if you had a volcanic problem somewhere, it's kind of like a dust storm, where the dust is so fine, it'll rip apart a jet engine. It'll just dissolve the impellers in there. It just wipes them out. Anyway, more quakes. Days after eruption of the volcano, the earth continues to shake. And last night, a 3.8 magnitude shook the ground and opened the 9th mouth of the volcano. Folks, are you seeing what I'm seeing? 3.8. What does that add up to? 11. The 9th mouth. 9/11. We're being told things here by the numbers. And this is why I'm so concerned about this thing. I think they're going to play this down, and they're going to say, well, don't worry. In fact, I couldn't believe it, but they have these big cruise ships just sitting off watching it. I mean, I don't know what kind of stupidity that takes, but I guess a lot. And a tear, remember what Noah said about rifts developing, not only in the United States but elsewhere. Extremely worrying is that the island is beginning to show a tear forming far away from the eruption. The eastern city of Santa Cruz has now begun seeing the ground tearing open beneath even parked cars. They've got a video of it. Santa Cruz is nowhere near where the eruptions are happening. Well, why is that happening? And he says this is all the way on the eastern side of the island. The fact that the ground is now sinking along the eastern coastline is indicative that a tear is forming on that part of the island. If the island should tear apart, the ramifications for the Atlantic tsunami grow exponentially. And then he's got this list of things. So what do you think, Larry? I mean, to me, it does not look good at all.
No, and I really can't vet this particularly, but here's something that Hal Turner put up also today. He says, eruption on La Palma is worsening. Volcanic update. Island begins tearing on eastern side. Says lava heading towards sea. Quakes getting stronger. And this is the part that's concerning, Stuart. He says the southern part of La Palma Island being pushed upward with the sinking on the eastern side.
Yeah, and with all these 9 vents issuing forth lava, you would normally then not have land rising along the ridge, and it is. And that means that there's a lot of volcanic magma pressure that's forcing the land up, which means probably it can blow at any time. It could blow that whole island apart. I'm very suspicious simply because of what we have seen with the numbers and the dates and all of this. It's just very suspicious. And I got another notice from someone that said September 21st, subject, the current La Palma situation and the true danger to the USA. La Palma volcano opens a new mouth as 3.8 magnitude earthquake rocks the island, forcing fresh evacuations. And then they immediately after that had a 4.4, 11/11, amid warnings of poison gas clouds when the lava reaches the ocean, which they thought was today. I don't know if that's happened yet. Anyway, they are evacuating now up to 6,000 people. Lava due to reach the ocean today. I don't know if it's going to, where it will produce a cloud of poison gas as police set up exclusion zones. Then they go on to millions of gallons of lava belched out of the ground is now snaking its way towards the island's west coast, where it's expected to drop into the ocean today sometime, creating a toxic cloud of hydrochloric acid laced with fine glass particles. So they're worried about that. The volcano also has released mind-boggling quantities of energy, and they compare it to Mount St. Helens as they have done before. Folks, I would definitely have this one as a major heads up, even though they're censoring all this news, and even though some of these guys are playing this way down. I don't have any trouble warning people. I don't want people's blood on my hands because I didn't warn you. Whether it's going to do anything, I don't know. Larry doesn't know. But all of the indications that we're getting scientifically would indicate a major eruption is due within probably the next 3, 4, 5 days. What do you think, Larry?
Well, I have to say this. Now, I can't say this has got anything to do with it, but it might. A secret was released today by Marjorie Taylor Greene on the War Room, and she exposed a situation with this new bill, this debt ceiling and budget they're trying to pass. They have snaked into it, according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, a new federal law that they would sign into law. This federal law says that you can abort any baby up till the moment of birth. Stuart, God's not going to wink forever at this stupid nation.
Oh, he's going to destroy us. He's going to destroy us, and the timing is about right for that destruction to start to occur. And, folks, if you don't understand the prophecies against Babylon the Great, then you're in a lot of trouble. This is coming, and we know, or at least we think we know, that this may well be something that is advanced technology, and it's being deliberately set off. Here's the problem. If this thing goes off in the middle of the night, and it does slide off into the sea, and a great tsunami is brought forward, there's not going to be any escaping yet. And I don't know. I guess if I was living within the coastal regions, within 10 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles, on relatively flat land, I would be taking a vacation up north about 200 miles inland, and just write it out and see if this thing is going to really go. But every indication says it's going to blow. Last word, Larry.
Yeah, I would just say that I'm just continuously now getting alerts on my phone from Volcano Discovery. They're following it really, really close. They're basically parroting the same data that Hal's giving out, and this doesn't sound good at all. Yeah.
Folks, this is just a heads up, and this is why I made it an emergency broadcast. This goes in the middle of the night. Everybody's cooked. Anyway, take care, heads up, and monitor what's going on all around you. Night. Thanks, Larry.